You may be seated. Thank you. Hallelujah. Wow. I want to salute you. Viewers all over the world, I salute your faith. Wow, viewers all over the world. I'm not forgetting what you want me to talk about. I can never forget. I can never forget at all. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, as your heart is in my heart, in the same way my heart seems, it's only you are not permit my heart in your heart. Because of your complaint now, you keep complaining. There's a lot of things going in your heart. Consider it to come in place. It should come and pray for me. Don't worry. God is in control. Well, last Sunday, how many of you came to service last Sunday? What a controversial service. Will I call it like that? Very, very controversial. That's to you, the prophecy by itself was not controversial. Rather, we, human beings, the prophecy by itself was not controversial. Rather, we, human beings. Tell your neighbor, the prophecy by itself was not controversial at all. Rather, we, human beings. That's it. Oh, it was not controversial. What is controversial there? We have seen the outcome of the election of the United States. Having seen and heard, you will notice that prophecy was all about the popular vote. The vote of the majority of people, Americans. In this case, we need the spirit of a prophet to understand, to know, and to recognize what the prophet was talking about. You know, our level are different. You agree with that? I say our level are different. We are not on the same level. Take note of that. Our level are different, and we are not of the same level. That you have a very big cathedral, great cathedral, huge bed, all kinds of activities that are good by human standard. Remember, human point of view is limited. Let me take you to the book of 1 Corinthians, see what the Corinthians said there. 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 25. For the foolishness of God is wiser than human being. And the weakness of God is stronger than human strength. That is, the foolishness of God, if there is wiser than that of man. The weakness of God, if there is stronger than that of man. There is no shortcut to spiritual maturity. There is no what? There is no shortcut to spiritual maturity unless earthly understanding gives way to spiritual enlightenment. Unless earthly understanding gives way to spiritual enlightenment. Many people were trying to interpret prophets on the basis of their own mind and ideas. I quite understand the prophecy actually caused uproar to many who gave it different meaning and interpretation. Don't forget politics. Campaign and election in any democratic country are never about one person. It is about the nation, the country we care and love. It is about the country we care and love. Never about a person, the campaign and election. So if it is about the nation we care and love, whatever happens, we should accept the outcome and look to the future. Jesus, who is our future. The author and finisher of our faith. Don't forget, democracy is accommodation. If democracy is accommodation, all Democrats should value the process more than the products. You know what I mean by process? The process. Don't forget when I say look into future, the finisher and the author of our faith. That word is pregnant. And who owed the future? Jesus. Jesus owns our future. Whatever happens, we should accept it and look to the future. Democracy is accommodation. It can accommodate anything. And you Democrats, they should value the process more than the product. So I want to say to the nation of United States, God bless you. We rise up and pray for the nation. Whatever happened to that nation, it happened to the whole world. Rise up for prayer. Open your lips and ask God for the people of United States and the world to accept the outcome and look to the future. Look to God, the finisher and author of our faith. Prayer. In Jesus Christ's name, we pray. To look to the future is to leave all to God. Leave it for God. Leave it for God. And let's move on. Since the logo of United States is in God we believe. Okay? Say, in God we believe. Okay, if that is the logo, okay, let's look to God and leave the outcome. Look to God and accept the outcome. God bless you, United States. Thank you. You may be seated. If I show you some email, you'll be shocked. Can you just get me one of these emails out of 1,000 emails? Just get me. Let them bring it. People faith. You see, it's true. We Africa, we have churches everywhere. We have churches everywhere. Every home is churches. Church. But that does not mean that we have more faith than other continents. We have more faith than other continents that have no churches everywhere. That we have churches everywhere does not mean we have faith. If I say something to you, the prophecy I gave here last Sunday, thousands of people, they went for fasting and prayer. Tell God and crying. I will show you one of their leaders. Crying to God that, God, please hear our cry. We want this to change. Thousands, and they are not hiding. They call, say, thank you, man of God. Thank you. You awake us. We heard your prophecy, and immediately we call ourselves. Thousands or so, we went to wilderness, we fast and prayed, naked, pray to God. Change this, change it. You know, I don't want to talk too much. I just leave. You know what I read for you? I just read it. I will take one out of 1,000 of the email I received. Change this. They say, thank you. This is your prophecy. Give us clue and guideline. Change this law. Help us, Lord. Fasting and prayer. If I say to my brother here, hey, brother, 2 of you are looking for a position of chairman of the company, but I'm seeing you being taken. Indeed, your name is on the table. And the time to call you to become a chairman is next 3 days. If the person, your second, heard me, maybe it's not in the church, it's outside there sitting down. Maybe it's another country, and he saw your face. He may naked himself and say, God, I want this position. God, forgive me my sin, whatever I have done. Don't be surprised. He may be taken and you may not be taken.
Yes.
I repeat again. If two of you are looking for a position of a chairman of company, and I call you out and say, oh, your paper is on the table now, right now, the most qualified. If the person that you people are looking for this position is somewhere and is watching us, don't be surprised that if the person also have the heart of God, he may be naked in that moment and say, Lord, save this situation. I'm naked before you. Forgive me whatever I have not have done. Do it for me, Lord. Don't be surprised if you are not stand steadfast. His prayer may be answered. That may not make a prophet of doom. Take note of that. You are finding it? Give me. This is out of one in the cartons. Maybe after this, I want them to bring all the email out. Not only the email, the picture is there. It's not a fake email. This is out of thousands of email. I will show you the picture at a distance. See the picture. This is the picture? So, somebody who can read clearly, can you please help us read this email? And you'll be able to read it fluently. Okay. Don't open the picture, just read the email.
America saved because prophet wonders, from Walter, Thursday, 10 November 2016. We love you, prophet. Thank you for helping save America. Your word sent us into deep prayer, fasting and weeping for America. God heard and spared us. Thank you. Prophet T.B. Joshua, you were not wrong. It was a strong warning. Perhaps it is like Jonah, who was to prophesy that Nineveh would be destroyed because of their wickedness. But the people repented and turned to God and prayed, and they were spared from the destruction that God had decreed.
We love you, prophet. Thank you for helping save America. Your word sent us into deep prayer, fasting and weeping for America. God heard and spared us. Thank you. Prophet T.B. Joshua, you were not wrong. It was a strong warning. Perhaps it is like Jonah, who was to prophesy that Nineveh would be destroyed because of their wickedness. But the people repented and turned to God and prayed, and they were spared from the destruction that God has decreed. Christians, not only in the U.S., but around the world, prayed. After hearing your prophecy, we cried, fasted, and prayed for Sundays through 5 a.m. Wednesday morning to assure Trump would win. Prophet, God heard our prayers. We cried out to God for mercy and grace on America. We need his guidance, not evil influence. We fasted, prayed, and...
This is one out of thousands. Now, you know, I read this thing twice. The first one I read, I did not want to mention. I said the person will win narrowly. But the fear I have, which I said, the boat will be rocked. And I said there will be challenges. great one. And to rock the boat means there will be crisis. Look, I'm just a servant that will look at what God has written somewhere. Even sometimes when God is not there, maybe God is not there, your master, when your master have written something in the paper, and it's not there, maybe it's somewhere. We servants sometimes we run, oh. And the person that is written it is not just a common, it's doctor, PhD, a professor, and it's a pastor. It's a professor. It's one of the leaders. They say, what I saw was true, but they were doubting it. But they know my antecedent, track record, that this man, when he says something, is like that, okay, what we are doubting before, this man have said it, let's go and die before God. So, they too are writing a book. They say they will write a book, a full book, and send it to me. I just laugh. So this is power of prayer for you. Just a servant. Is it a crime to tell you what is before you? Huh? It's not a crime to tell you that, look, I'm seeing you there. It's not a crime. It's a time to say, hey, and give your heart, and it's not a crime. I remember one time, that was 8 years ago, I said there's a plane that will be leaving the tarmac. I think the head of the aviation then, very godly man. In fact, I have not finished the survey when he called. Say, man of God, where is it this? No plane will move for now till tomorrow. I have to draw the mic. He said, somebody is on the line. I said, hello, sir. Hello, sir. I said, this tarmac, no, unless plane that is coming. No plane will. Is it the one coming or the one that will move? I said, the one that will move. He said, for today, till tomorrow afternoon, no plane will move. And indeed, that just happened like that, and nobody ever know. So there's some people that have this. Let us believe the power of prayer.